welcome to another episode of the Gym Boss Rebirth Podcast. We have a special guest in the house, Mr. Supreme itself, Andre Brown, Jamaica's number one top trainer, social media personality, and celebrity trainer. We're here to find out a little bit more. Welcome in the house, Andre. Welcome.
Gym Boss, big up yourself.
Yeah, man,
it's
welcome.
a pleasure being here, you know what I mean?
Straight.
Respect.
Andre, we'll just jump straight into it. There's so many hats you feel, you know, you're a father, you're one of the top trainer. Your time is so demanding. How you maintain all of the clients, your responsibility, being a male, and try to do the best you can do every day. I mean, you're always on time. You're up from 5 o'clock in the morning training. Or you maintain that schedule?
All right, that's a very good question. And to be honest, I have always lived my life in a sense where I practice what I preach. So being in the health industry is very, very, very difficult in the sense that when you come across a client who wants to change their life and wants to better their health, you always hear the same complaint. I want to do this, but...
Or the excuse factor.
Yeah, and the but is, I can never find the time. I have children, I have, duties to my wife or husband. I have work, I have X, I have Z, I have Y. You follow me?
Yeah.
So, for me, I think what helped my brand to grow is the sense that I show my personal life in a way where people will see. I lead by example. So I train a lot of people daily. And I am a father. I'm a full-time father, not a part-time, full-time.
Fully active in a child life.
You get to me, I say, I'm a full-time common law husband, because we're not married yet. But you know the thing, go. Yeah. You follow me, I say, I'm a full-time staff to Express Fitness as well at the time. So for me, I accomplished all of that by simply balancing my life.
All right.
So I can't afford to mess up. So every day for me is a routine. I have a schedule, a timetable per se. So at 4 a.m. in the mornings, I would wake up, say my prayer, brush my teeth, bathe, prepare my son's and my girlfriend's breakfast, put it down neatly on the table for them to wake up. Yeah, man, every morning, man.
All right.
Put it down for them when they wake up. After that, I would prepare a scripture for my overseas clients. And when 5 o'clock...
So you start off your workout session with prayer?
Right.
All right.
So at 5,
yeah,
I would bless my clients even before we start warm up. Say a prayer, and then we go straight into the warm up.
All right. So another thing, in terms of spirituality, because I see that you find that very important to start today with, as you just mentioned. Have you already had that mindset before, or is that something that you stumble upon,
All right.
seeking God more?
So really and truly, I'm a Christian by birth, by heart. The thing is, yes, I'm not an active person in the church. You follow me? But
right.
I have always lived a lifestyle that I would say is very commendable, in the sense that I'm not doing any wrongdoings, I'm not stealing, robbing, doing anything unorthodox to make a living. Everything I do from, goodwill.
Right.
I pray every day. You follow me? I help whom I can help. The only thing is that I'm just not actively going to a church.
Okay, but you try to have a spiritual life within.
Precisely.
All right, no problem. And that's commendable as well. We realize for person that follow you, I mean, they didn't know you have an active schedule as we just discussed. You're very involved in your child's life. How important is that to you, being involved in a child's life, not when they reach certain age that shows potential, but from the early stage?
All right. So, importance is everything. Now, in life, you will realize that most problem in society stem from what persons were lacking as an individual growing up. You get what I say? So a man got rob, got thief, kill, etc. His primary excuse is he never had a role model growing up. He never had a father. You know, his mother wasn't in his life to teach him or her discipline, etc., etc., etc. Now, for me, I grew up hearing that my father neglected and abandoned me from I was a child. So it was just my mother alone.
All right.
Right?
And that's the reality of many Jamaicans,
reality.
single parents also.
Reality. So I could have used that scenario as negative, but in the same breath, I use it as a positive because for me, all I can always think of is how better I could have turned out to be had I had a father in my life.
You think so?
Well, that was the narrative growing up, because I never learned to drive until I was 26. Yeah. My girlfriend taught me to drive. Yeah. So I never have a male figure in my life to say, yo, ride a bike.
The support, the financial backing that most men look forward from the male. Yeah.
Precisely. So everything I've adapted, it was, just me learning on my own.
So basically, when it comes to your son, what's his name again?
Andre Jr.
Andre Jr.
Right, yeah, man. Like a thing say rebirth.
Yeah, man.
He's a rebirth.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at now. So.
And big up Canil as well.
Straight.
All right. So you want to ensure that that doesn't happen to your son.
Precisely.
Right. Because you're well, you're able, and you can do the things to make sure that him have a good future. But so you start him off with training. You're preparing him for something because he look like already.
Yeah, man. So again, like I said, rebirth. I used to do track and field growing up.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of persons don't know track and field is what had nurtured me. Put me in places at the right time.
In terms of?
I was going to John Mills Junior High, one of the most.
Yeah,
people will tell you, John Mills.
When I name it, I say, those say name them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not the teacher nor the school, it's just who the kids, the area,
right,
that are associated with this.
So basically, your child growing up, the odds were against you.
Precisely.
In a normal case, because you'd say a fatherless home, social environment were predominantly persons of, certain type of background. And then finance might be an issue as well.
Well, let me not say straight, because one thing I can always testify for. You see, my mother, very principled woman.
Right.
Her first relationship, which was with my father, ended badly, and she never made the same mistake twice.
Right.
Said, I am a single child, only child. So even though we're living in, a low financial background, she never ever falls short. She never falls short on my school fee. She never falls short on my meals. In fact, I always look richer at school. You get what I say?
So she teach you the importance of having a proper positive self-image, which you can see, or you treat yourself. And she never made the circumstances affect how you should grow up.
Precisely.
And big up mum for that. Basically, Andre, so all of that happened, right? How you reach into the fitness world, because most person would use fitness as an avenue to exercise, try to get a good health or You know, it might be from a breakup, whatever it is. When you see somebody in the gym, that person is either working towards something or have came from something them don't want to go back to.
Right.
How you reach to become a trainer?
All right. It's gonna sound a little bit far-fetched, but from the 4th grade, I've always loved fitness. You get what I say? I think DNL was the cable channel back then. DNL was the cable channel back then. I used to watch a lot of fitness. And track and field was also a fuel for that as well. You know what I mean? When I went to high school, Wolmer's Boys School, that kind of changed my whole perception because I still love physical education. But, you know, being in a traditional high school, and people talk about bullying, and people don't know that bullying, it comes from every aspect of your life. I've been bullied in school for doing physical education.
Bullied by your peers?
Yeah,
Others,
man,
or?
by my peers. Because to them, only a done student would do physical education. You get what I say? So
You're at the Wolmer's doing physical education, that perception will still be there?
That at Wolmer's Boys School.
Yeah.
Remember, you know,
Classes,
Wolmer's
yeah.
Boys School is perhaps one of the top high school
Yeah.
in Jamaica.
Yeah. Next to JC.
Next, you get what I say?
Yeah.
So you are going to Wolmer's Boys School. Aside from English language and math, which are both compulsory, chemistry, physics, literature, you name it. If you're not doing those subjects,
Yeah. It's like,
you know, you waste your time in school because that's the philosophy or the narrative that's behind it, going to a
to
traditional
make
high
you,
school.
right, move up to the next level,
Right.
university and stuff like that.
Right.
So you face bullying, but people that say probably just, you know, name calling and all that. But you never made that stop it though.
No.
So at what level you take physical education while at Wolmer's High?
All right. So, like I said, being there, I realized that my strongest subjects were always subjects that are related to the body. Physical education,
biology, right.
biology, human and social biology. I always love religious education as well, and social studies.
Right.
You get me? And you're gonna ask how these combine. As a personal trainer, you have to know your clients, and you have to understand that everybody will be different. You won't train everybody from the same ethnic group. You won't train everybody from the same religious background, and you have to know how to cope. So for me, knowing religious education, one of my clients, them are Jews, he's Buddhism, Hindu. Me with my knowledge now can simply start a little conversation.
Because,
get him or her.
because those clients would have certain type of do's or don't that.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So my client now, you know, you're from a Buddhism religion. Me and I go sit down to you and say, all right, you have to eat beef. Knowing that.
Yeah, force your opinion.
You get to me, I say, bro.
Yeah.
So I have to understand them first. Do you have any allergic reaction or food restriction based on your religious or personal beliefs? I have to get those understanding out of the way. And once you tell me, say, I'm a Christian, I'm a Jews, XYZ, I am not going to eat this because of that reason.
Okay.
Then I have to then do my research to make sure that what if I'm recommending to you, you're getting the same benefit.
But it sounds like you learn a lot of integrity personally because that show a lot of respect. That everybody's
Precisely.
different, you treat them different. We'll fall into that idea to say that everybody is different. What would you say when person say, well, Supreme Fitness is known to be one of Jamaica's premier elite trainer, but he train most person in group and they believe that person should be trained individually and stuff like that. How would be your...
Gym Boss, go up on social media right now and go up on every fitness trainer's platform where you know personally and contest to this. How much people or trainers get results like me?
No, we have to do the stats, but we know his result, and they're all there because he's very public with his information. So you're saying that it doesn't take away from the result that you're getting?
It don't take away anything. And what people don't understand, and a lot of these trainers themselves don't understand, Jim Boss, is that this world, you're not on this world forever. You get to me, I say, big bro. And a lot of them use this as an excuse to limit their mindset and their capability and their potential.
In what ways?
In the sense that you can't be, Jim Boss, you think, say, I just get up today and say, yo, I want to train 20 to 30 people one time. Knowing that life is out there for me to live.
Yeah. There's so many things you can do.
You
can travel in the summers right now.
I could be traveling. It's not like me not have money for travel. I could be traveling. I could have a resort every day. I could have do anything. You get me? I say, big bro, it's called hard work. Enough of them don't want to work hard.
Right, because
You get
the
me? I
fact
say, big
that you
bro,
have so many clients seeking after you show that there's a demand for your service.
it's a demand, so I had to level up.
Level
You get
up.
me? I say? So I saw a demand for the work I was putting in, and I had to make the sacrifice. I have to give more time than I have for myself, and that's a sacrifice. And by doing that, I buy my house, I send my youth to a prominent high school, prep school. You get me? I say, bro, I have bought several insurances out there now. So if I'm dead, my youth is rich.
I would believe in insurance.
You get me? I say, big
Right.
bro. And
So it was a worthwhile sacrifice.
for my youth. So enough people out there eat palm me and I come up and with these false narratives that me I train one bag of people and it no right and it no right. That's fictional.
They're hating from below because
You get what me
hate
I
never
say?
come from the top. Because successful
Boss,
people
you
would
ever see me on one
understand.
party yet?
No.
Big bro, I'm not do this for the hype. I'm a youth me I work for. So if a man out there tell enough client me train, you know, we are training with one man.
I not get the result.
And them now get the results and them come to me. And them say, Andre, you know, so sometimes it's good. It's good to actually know somebody than to listen from somebody.
So they again their feedback of what they hear to what their experiences.
What they heard and when they came to me,
My experience
it's a different experience.
But then again, group training is a form of having a fitness community, you know, because there's nobody want to buy at a shop that no one else ever
It's
went
called cohesive training.
Right, yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. Everything you do is not perfect. Everything in life is not perfect. You're going to have strength and you're going to have weakness. But it's for us to see the weaknesses and work on them. How else are you going to work on a weak area if you don't continue to do it and be consistent?
You don't shy away from it.
You think I know me I train people in large groups? I've been doing this from 2016,
But
and the more I do it, the better I become at it.
Yeah. So basically, it's the case that during the pandemic, it has shifted that focus from having group training in person to a more online platform.
No, the online platform has always been something that people have been asking me to do, overseas clients mainly, because they were so thrilled by my results. They wanted a piece of that experience. For me, I was so consumed about my local client because I was saying to myself, you know, you're a human being. I know you want. I know there are goals that you want to achieve for yourself. I know you're doing this for your son, but you know there's gonna come a time when they say, yo, you need time for yourself too. Okay. You can't be too selfish to yourself, and that's the perception that had led me not to venture in that area of doing online training. I was already doing way too much. Okay. Now, when the gym closes because of the pandemic, I wasn't going to the gym anymore. take a Zoom platform. You're in the comfort of your own home, on a television, tablet, you name it. I am overseeing everybody. You get what I say?
Plus, you start them off with prayer, so
But I
the day
start them
can't.
off with prayer, can't go wrong. I am overseeing everybody. So you can't say to me, Andre, I don't like the crowd. Andre, I don't like to be. You're in your own
You're in a space, okay.
So that for me, I could have capitalized more on training a lot more people than
But
I
don't they
used.
save more though in terms of transportation? They don't have to dress all
No,
fancy.
and to be
and all of
honest, bro, since I worked at Express Fitness, I've always lived in that area. So transportation for me was never an issue.
that. I mean the clients.
Oh, and the clients too. Well, yeah, definitely. It saved them a lot. Some of them even said it as well. I think the thing that happened after the pandemic, when you get bored.
Oh yeah, you want to.
So
Everybody
people
want the outside, yeah.
Yeah, so
Mix it up.
people start to realize that gyms were opening and so forth. The gym that I was associated with and still is Express Fitness. I'm a very loyal person, a gym boss. So even when Express Fitness continued to close their doors because Express Fitness is a brand, gym boss. It's not just a gym. It's a big brand.
Yeah.
And when you have a big brand, bro, you have to protect. You have to protect your staff. You have to protect the company's reputation. Just imagine a big brand like Express Fitness open up without any real confirmation that this virus.
Oh no, yeah, they didn't take any proper procedure
Yeah.
to ensure that the clients are safe during the
Right.
pandemic.
And
So
you
you
got
agree,
ESL
you agree
one
with
man come.
the decision then?
Yeah, because you say one man come now and him get corona. That one man who get corona could have prevent everybody else from coming back. So they have to be extra cautious. I understood that. So I never had an issue.
You just basically adapt and use.
I
other means.
remain loyal. There are a lot of gyms that were opening. I could have easily, and people don't understand this gym boss. The way to how much I am loyal, bro. There are gyms out there who are offering way less in commission, like way less. Because me could have paid way less when it comes to rent at other gyms. And me could have saved and I make way more. Perhaps I could have, right now, I could have make twice, even 3 times than what I make now.
But
You
that
know what I
loyalty.
say? But loyalty is something I learned from as younger.
Boy, for your loyalty, is it earned or just given?
Loyalty, for me, bro, it's something that is installed. I think I'm born with it. You get what I say? For other persons, I would say that they have to earn it. You get what I say? Me, I'm just a loyal person. So, if I started at your facility, bro, and coming from zero and seeing potential in my growth and see what I can achieve if I work hard and become consistent, and your company opened my eyes to that, if nothing else triggers like, bad mind or force some things from for try jeopardize my growth.
Yeah,
if nothing else like that comes in the way, I go look upon it, your company, you want to grow too, you want to make more money too. So if me can fuel that, of course I'm going.
Definitely. So you provide value at the highest level, so
the
that
highest
they
level.
feel valuable. So definitely.
No, gym boss, remember, what most personal trainer or where most personal trainer goes wrong, if you decide to be a personal trainer, you are telling yourself and the world that you are an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know what I say, big bro? So I say enough trainer leave Express Fitness before, during, and after the pandemic because you have other gyms out there. I got to give them an extra $20,000 upon the base pay where they might earn. Or them are going to take off an extra $30,000 from the PT where they might collect. You get what me I say? For me, that was never a factor because the lifestyle that me live, a base pay from Express Fitness or any other gym cannot facilitate that lifestyle. Right. Me already know I'm an entrepreneur. So, them said, don't put the egg in one basket. All of my eggs in one basket, bro. And if that basket they're full, me I gonna make more eggs.
No, I get that next basket.
Now I get another basket.
No, yeah, make more eggs.
I gonna make more eggs, I gonna put them aside. And when that basket there, I count the eggs up. I gonna put more back in that basket there. I say trainer out there, you want to be trainer, you want to be Forex, you want to do this, you want to have clothing store, you want that, you want no.
Oh, they've done balance.
Because you have to understand, bro, if you want to be perfect or good at something, take Usain Bolt for example. When Usain Bolt is doing track and field, it's track and field only. You realize how when the man make it and have enough money, you see him start venture and other things after him retire.
That's important, yeah.
You get to me, I say, bro, because when you are invested in something, bro, you have to give it your all. You can't just go, oh, because, for example, tell me a personal trainer, I'm in demand. I go tell a man, say, yo, so I can't train you today because I have my clothing store, I have to open at 7 o'clock in the morning. So here what? You're good for 9?
I negotiate with the client.
It's not good for business. And you realize you probably sit down in another clothing store there and you're not able to make $1.
That's real. Some person would have it to say that it's good to do different things, but not everybody has the discipline, as Andrew would talk about. And the thing with sacrifice is that it's going to be hard at first, but you reap the reward later. Just like the traditional part of university. Our friends, you'll see them on the platform, they're lawyers, doctors. The studying that they had to do at first seemed hard, you know, it seemed like, but time moves so fast.
Straight.
5 years, and they become the top person in their field, and the person that always do A, then they move to B and C. They never find themselves the right balance.
Straight.
So you have to put sacrifice as a necessary instrument to get something done. It's not forever, but it's very necessary, especially early in the stage, which Supreme have shown and talked to you about. Relationship though, Supreme. Do you rather a girl to show you undying love or undying respect? Which one you would settle for?
All right. Undying love or respect. For me, I look for neither. And I always tell people this. When I tell people this, them laugh. I don't look for love. I don't look for a girl for respect me. Every relationships I've been in, I always ask, just them to tell me about themselves. I like a girl who respect herself. And once you respect yourself, you follow me? Initially, if I am treating you right, and I'm doing all the things that I need to do as a man, you will eventually grow to respect me. Because nobody now does see you and respect yourself. Yeah. You get what I say? And as a man, you know that, we have our areas, our weak areas. You get what I say? So we probably flirt, we lust,
You always have that tension.
You always have that thing about a man. And them always tell us a woman cannot do what a man do and call herself a woman. But you realize in this era, this generation, woman have tell us, yo, nothing no go so. A woman have tried to get toe-to-toe with men now if you try to prove a point. So if you do me something, me I go do you something back.
Try to do it worse.
You get to me I say? If you can find a woman gym boss, where if you mess up as a man, and she can look and say, say, yo, here what? Me not go do what you do, because me know say if me do what you do, it I go hurt you more than me. Me I go just walk away. Or she give you an ultimatum to say, yo, is either you go change your ways or whatnot. You get what I say? And when you see a woman takes that approach, initially, you are going to want change too.
Right, because I tell a lot of people that if you check out most relationship, when the woman at first being submissive, and that term can be used loosely sometimes, but when a woman is showing a man that should check for him, she's there for him, the man reciprocate that by taking care of her, checking on her and all of that. You get the best out of most men, real men, when you reciprocate that respect and love during the first stage. So what happened now is that sometimes a woman might lose that respect, or they feel like they need to test him on different level. And that reciprocation from the male start to break down. You don't look at you the same, you don't treat you the same. It's because you get the best from a man when you add value to his life. And value, what a man look for is like peace, comfort, sane. You just want to be sane around you because you already have a stressful day. Just imagine Supreme coming from a stressful day with clients or whatever it is, and you know you're adding to that. Mm-hmm. So most women can get an high value man if them show the same effort they do during the start of a relationship. Because have you ever spoken to someone and they show you the best side initially, and then you wonder if it's the same person you're talking to, how you handle that? Especially with the clients, you know, you're dealing with them couple months, and then after that they just flip, leave you, go to a different trainer or something without communicating to you how you handle a situation.
All right. Like that. How to handle a situation like that, you have to understand. In life, you're going to have strong areas and you're going to have weak areas. You get what I say? Now, if my strongest area is consistency, communication, patience, not to act out of anger or disappointment, I will always be at the right in every situation. So if a client, for example, I am doing my best, and that client just get up and switch. You get what I say? That client would not have any real motive to say him or her wasn't getting any attention. Angie wasn't consistent, he wasn't, communicating enough. No.
That's on them then?
That's on them. It has to be personal or probably situation out of their control.
All right, I agree. Right.
You get me?
So basically you put your best self out there so that
I have to put my best
there's little to no room or excuse that it can be your fault.
Precisely.
All right, good. How important it is also to have a respectable, sane woman in your life. I mean, you say we know your girlfriend. Most person is rooting eventually to be Mrs. Supreme, but how important to have her in your life? You find that it work with your business, push it to a next level. What type of peace should provide to you? What type of support system should provide to you that you'll find her as an asset at this stage of your life?
All right. To be honest, big bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not a fussy person. You get what I say? I'm not a fussy person, I'm not a shallow person.
Not a fussy person, not a shallow person.
Not a shallow person.
Fussy in terms of?
Fussy in terms of, I'm not going to look at you and say, yo, because I am a fitness personality and you don't fit that criteria, I'm not going to be with you.
Okay.
You get what I say? I meet my girlfriend when she was skinny.
Everybody
know that.
Can I tell you a story?
You know, you're a trainer.
You that was how you were. I was I treat her. She come and she never show. Sure. Right. So you're not fussy.
Yeah.
Because most persons would think of it the opposite. Think that you're egotistic, this girl has to look like you. So that was the case.
What attracted me to her and what led us to where we are now was, you know, just her passion. And she was passionate to get the goal that she wanted. And she was in nursing. She started with about 3 friends.
Okay.
And they were in the same field, university. While she was continuing, despite her hectic schedule, they stopped. So she showed consistency, she showed drive, motivated, and that was what attracted me.
But what did you say? You have several other clients that shows a similar attitude. Why her though?
Well, it was just a connection, to be honest, bro, because she was in the nursing field. You know, people look upon we as a physical doctor. You get what I say? So we had a lot in common, and her consistency led her to start getting results beyond both her and my expectation.
Okay.
Which also caused attraction on IG.
Right.
And I think that's what led to a significant growth in my brand. And let me tell you, I'm a loyal person. Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you, I'm a loyal person. So I saw that. Yeah, man. I started to invest into her more. Yeah, man. So every day, me I buy her breakfast, me I buy her
In
lunch,
terms of nutrition,
me I buy her dinner.
fatten her up.
Yeah, man. Me I put gas in her car. Me I do everything to make sure she remain consistent.
Okay.
So that's what eventually led us to become a couple.
Over time.
I started investing to her. We're starting to see growth more and more and more and more people say them like us together. We try it and it works. Now, for me, everything I do in my life, I kind of evolve with around health and wellness. I'm not going to say we have a perfect relationship. No, not perfect. You get to me, I say? And this is where a lot of persons go wrong now. So, you know somebody's your soulmate. You get to me, I say? You know the person your soulmate, you know. There's no go around it. But, you know you have some dirty ways, boy, yo. You know the person have some dirty ways about them as well. And we know, say, when that person that is at their best, they are your ultimate peace. Mm-hmm. But we are not committed and consistent enough to keep that person happy at all times.
But you see them at their best, and you saw how that works for you.
I want to your gym boss, when me and my girlfriend not good enough. Me can't train you, you know. Me I tell you that, you know. Me can't train you.
It does mash up your meds.
Mash up my meds. Me can't train you. So you never get the best from me. I should even say this right now. Because I know what she going to feel that I'm my kryptonite. But yeah, that's my kryptonite. You get to me, I say? Because I see how she is at her best. And like I tell you, big bro, me never know I want a woman that come teach me if it drive me. I always think, say, yo, it was my, you know, it's going to probably be a father, probably my stepfather.
Or even just go by your fitness, you learn yourself.
You get to me, I say? Yeah, man.
So you both invested in each other?
Both invested in each other.
But shallow in terms of what now?
All right. You see the shallow thing now, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. We need to understand that you have people out there who are genuinely good people. You always hear people that talk about good man and good woman hard for find. What do you think that is? If you are a low-income earning man and a girl out there who has, you know, credibility to be Insta famous or so-called hot, they're never gonna ever give you that chance, bro. You get what me I say?
One in the rough. I'm gonna miss them.
Precisely. And the thing with men, bro, we look for so little in women. We look for so little. Our expectations are so little. You get what me I say? And most time it's just all we need is loyalty.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Just loyalty, bro. Woman, them want everything. You get me? So when the whole shallow thing come in for me now, like, me could have looked on it and say, yo, she too skinny. You get what I say, bro? But in the same breath, I know the type of woman that I would like her to become. And she knew the type of man she wanted me to become.
So wouldn't some person say you're projecting your expectation on her, or would it be a case that you literally know that she has more to offer, which everyone does, and you take it upon yourself to help her reach that level?
All right. So we are both not shallow persons. So let me just explain now. Yeah. When she meet me, broke like dog. I tell her I can't. I tell her I couldn't drive, right?
Yeah, but a Jamaican man, I mean, you are still a person that's say in the street, attractive, fit. You know, yours are own girl, so that you don't have to be physically have money.
Attractive and fit. You remember say I was a stripper, you know? Yeah? Everybody know this. Male exotic dancing. I started that when I was in UTech. You follow me? Bro, no money.
So that would be a turn off to some female?
Turn off? Female love strippers, we are talking about. We are talking about turn off. Female love strippers. But you got to understand, bro, you are just like an eye candy.
Oh.
We have women who come at the club just for an experience, but them wouldn't want. Them not go say, yo, you're the husband. Because them know a headache that.
I don't try to really know you.
Yeah, them have them husband. You have women have them husband. Them love you half. But them just, I got there with you. Because them don't want a headache. Me never want that for myself. Me want a woman who love me because XYZ.
Yeah.
You get to me? I say not because I'm physical attracted. Remember saying, no? Most male strippers came from bodybuilding, you know.
Okay.
And most men who were in bodybuilding come to male stripping as a mean of earning extra income.
All right.
So, bodybuilding, male stripping, we were always seen as just, what you call it now?
You go back to the high school mindset. Within a certain...
Yeah. We don't have no value. Yeah. We don't have nothing for offer than just our body. Yeah. You get what me I say, bro? And remember me that, I don't know if I say it to you before, but I remember telling somebody that when I was growing up, bro, these were the reasons I was scared of life. And that's what I'm telling about the scripture. And the lady tell me, she see fear in my future.
Okay.
You get what me I say?
That was when you started to go to church and somebody basically prophesied.
You get to me?
Right.
Them prophesy, them see fear. Because I'm so fearful of life, bro. Like, me used to say to myself, this is going to really do.
So, Andre, basically, you were always conscious, even though you're carrying out certain behavior or action, you were always conscious yourself, knowing that whether or not you should be here or not. It's not like a person where you're at the party and you want to be in a party. You're the man in the party and you probably lean up in the car and know that, no,
this is not for me.
You should have done somewhere else.
Bro, listen. Everything we do in our life, I'm always a standout because I do it to my best. I work at Jamaica National without a degree. And me I tap everybody with a degree to the point where I get a promotion to become, at the time, it was a sales rep. So I start sell account, call people locally, internationally, sell accounts.
So fitness was a choice then, yeah.
You get to me, I say, bro, I got you enough options in our life. In stripping, women, like, I was always a standout. Like, me never did have to go hard like some of the man, them, when me have to show my part, my private area. Me just walk in and then love me. You get to me, I say, bro, and when I look upon them things there, I'm like to question people, like, in my surrounding, like, how old are you? How long have you been doing this? What have you accomplished?
In the same stripping industry.
Stripping, bodybuilding.
You realize that it's just degeneracy at the end of the
When
day.
you hear the man them tell you things, them a struggle, bro. Man still a take taxi, man still a ride bicycle. There, for example, is
What
a
was it?
personal trainer.
Was your son born at this
Yeah,
point?
man, son did born, but him young man,
Yeah.
young. Tell you, there's a personal trainer too. Remember when I was in high school, him trained me.
Oh,
And he was riding a bicycle. And up to today day, he's like, him downgrade from the bicycle, I walk him, I walk now.
yeah. We don't knock upon anybody social economic
Yes.
status, but it's very important to know that growth comes with leveling up. And if you find out that you're at the same place that you were last year or even a couple years ago, it's something you need to evaluate and something you now do right. So that's what Andre is saying. So when you see that now, what that...
I'm going to clarify this because we know social media still, you know. Social media can take something where you try to make positive out of into a negative. Let me clarify what I was saying, you know. Remember, I go back to, I will tell you about the scripture of me being fearful, right? Me being fearful, I told you that I always want to become a personal trainer, right? When me see all of these things, just imagine you are training with somebody from in high school, you now become an adult and the person is going backwards in that field. How much motivation are you going to get from that as a person? So these were the things that I was fearful for. I did not see enough bodybuilders, personal trainers in Jamaica who was raising the bar to say, yo, if you tell my mother tomorrow I say I'm going to become a personal trainer, she's going to feel happy or proud.
No, say lucrative, something going to come from it.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, bro, I had to be that person, and I still believe that I am that person who changed the whole perception of personal training in Jamaica.
That's why you're on this platform, sir.
Thank you. When I started personal training, bro, me could look upon somebody who I want to be like. Right now, me have countless messages on my phone, in my Instagram. People who are engineering. Man, me I got maritime. One youth in a high school right now, in a 6th form, 10 subjects, but him love fitness.
So you want to do
Personal training. Because I mean,
okay, much of the lifestyle. But it's more to just that, as I'm sure you.
And I'm just try to show you, Jim Boss, in life, bro, we are fearful, like the pastor tell me, because of what we see around us. But we have to understand that if we want to be something, we can't look on the outside to say, you know, use this as a projection. This is not doing good, so if I go there, the chances of me doing good is not nil. No, you have to take that step forward and be a difference.
You have to be the
Do
anomaly.
the things that you know are lacking. Be consistent, be dedicated.
Because you can just analyze the others and you just take away what they don't bring to the table and you add that to your curriculum and that make a difference. Discipline, patience, integrity, punctuality,
Hard work.
work.
You can't say you're a personal trainer and you want to be financially well. Or you want to say you want to accomplish goals before you are 30 or 40 and you are being just an ordinary personal trainer because society said this is how personal training should be. Gym boss, you can't be working at a gym who is collecting or dictating to you that personal training is $20,000 per month.
That's different.
And
That's different from the gym fee, right?
that's different from the gym fee. And you are to give them 50% of that. You get what I say? It's recently new management came and changed that narrative, you know.
Because that would be what? In your eye, that would be too much for the gym to get?
It's not too much for the gym to get, you know, bro, because bear in mind, you know, what the gym is doing is actually, it's good. Because you have a lot of trainers out there charge them clients all $5,000. What the gym is doing is they are showing you that you are valuable. And if you are putting in the work and you make people see, say, yo, you have something of value, they will come. You get what I say? You would think that me could be an ordinary personal trainer?
No, your
And I
lifestyle.
live the lifestyle of me I
your
live
lifestyle
now,
wouldn't
bro.
support it, right? So basically, most person are operating at a limited mindset.
I'm
Then.
at a limited mindset because everybody wants to be the man. I man want to be great. You know that song there? So, me no want to be the man for you. I say, yo, me have a one client and he come and say, you know, I say, Anjay, and me alone, Anjay train. And, you know, Anjay spend time with me. He make sure I say, yo, Ray.
That's not gonna take you anywhere.
That's not going to take you anywhere. That's like you're kissing ass. I don't know if I can say that on the air.
Uncensored.
You get what me I say? But for me, bro, being great means that you know what you want. If you have 24 hours in the day, you get what me I say? And chances are you're going to work probably 9 to 5, probably 8 hours. If you are charging a client $10,000 per session, right? And if you train 10 clients, 10 assistant clients, gym boss, for the month, how much money that you make? $100,000. In a today's society, $100,000 can do for you. You get what I say? Now, if you tap into the mindset to say, all right, you are going to be committed, dedicated, consistent, and you are also going to become a sacrifice for your own growth, then you are going to want to know that this is where you're going to be 24/7. Let me try to increase my clientele. Increase my clientele. That's why I don't really have no problem with my gym, you know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't ask them for the roof, you know, raise. I don't say, yo, boss, you know, so I say, look, cut now my money. You know, say, no.
You don't have the time for those type of argument. Yeah. It just increase. Cash in. That's the business
Thank you.
concept. Because you said from the start, you saw yourself as an entrepreneur.
Thank you.
Most personal trainer, they don't understand that it is their business. Yourself is a business. So because they're assigned to a gym, they become a worker, which they are, but you must see yourself as a business.
Bro, stay busy.
Yeah.
Stay busy. Bro, if me train one, some of them are bored. Like, me train.
Yeah.
And it's so messed up to think that because you that thinks that somebody had trained 30 somebody one time, it'll be mentally frustration. No. When me train one somebody, I'm mentally frustrated. When me train 30 to 40 people one time, I'm active. People even said to me, say, Andre, I've never trained with somebody who train so much person and still have time for me. Me have people, me train. You must say, Andre, you must say, see Tash there, look past you. When you say you have time for me, if you see me, look what people. Them I wonder how me do it.
Plus you more load to say
Them I wonder how me do it, bro. And you have a one man at train. Bro, I see so much trainers at gym I train one client one time. And it's like, you think a coach is a courtship. You think I date them the pan.
Yeah.
How was your day yesterday? Yeah. And them attack. Them get personal. Bro, me in the gym, you can't talk to me.
Yeah. Work. There you have it, guys. So you see some of the tips that make Andre who he is where he is right now, and I'm sure there's more to unfold for his life. But some of the takeaway point is that you have to sacrifice, necessary sacrifice. Most persons sacrifice in their time on unnecessary stuff. You have to do necessary sacrifice, diligent, patient, hard working, and you have to have a plan. You know, because the maths him just do for show you that $10,000, if you have 10 clients, it amount to 100,000. That's still not enough based on the lifestyle you want. You have to tell yourself the type of life you want to have. If you have kids involved, the type of life experience you want them to have. If you have a partner, the type of life you want them to have. So Andre don't have to come home with unnecessary issue about grocery bills and stuff like that, because he ensure that the clients that are coming in, so that his overhead is always maintained. So you just have to put in the work. But Andre, some of the traits you would say that you have that make you exceptional, what would those be? And some of the weakness you feel like you want to work on moving into 2023, what would those be? Start on the positive first.
All right. One thing I have to tell you, big bro, I'm never going to be that person who's going to come and be like perfect or portray perfection to you. Before my son, I was a croft. Meaning, there's nothing in life, bro. I just look at my body and say, yo, I look good. I just want to live. You get what I say? So I used to enjoy life. I come home, as I reach home, outside, play football, talk to my friend them, talk about girls. You would know the world works. You get what I say? So I understood then I was not enough to motivate myself, because I never had much that I wanted for myself than just the minimum life. It was when I was told by my son's mother that she is giving birth, that's when my chip lick. I drop out of school, same time I go look at work, bro. Really? And from then till now, that has always been my drive, because how can I, up to today, me who today 32, I blame my father who abandoned me, come and give my youth that same lifestyle.
The same, yeah.
So it's like I say, it's like a rebirth of myself. When I hear some youth are born, no, and me I live for again. So I tell people this: if you are not, and most times you will never be enough, because if you are a man and you're not a responsibility, bro, you're never gonna give your all.
Right. So most women would basically, not everybody is, of that mindset to look at a new problem. People would put it as a new responsibility, and to say, this means I need to level up. Most person deflate, most person run away.
Straight.
It was very important to have your son in your life then.
Very important. Very important. Because when my son born, if I'm tired, bro, I just think about him. So I'm going to keep going. Because I'm tired for me, myself. Oh, you mean? I'm going to take that. I want to, I look good, I'm going to take that shit.
Somebody
I deserve it. Yeah. You ever hear people tell her? I deserve it.
Burnout.
Yeah. I burn out, I deserve the rest. But is it enough for your son's future? Right. It's never enough for my son's future. You get what I say? So, to cut things short, bro, if you are not enough to motivate yourself, find something or someone that will motivate you more, and just use that as a drive. And you can't fail.
Yeah, because there's so many things you can take to use that. Your mother.
Trust me.
A sibling, a niece, a nephew.
Oh, I'm to you, man.
Plus yourself, if you have self-love.
I could have talked about my mother. I could have told you my mother. But my mother tell me every day, I say, you're a big boy, nobody worry about me. I live my life, son. Go and do things for your son.
So for 2023, what's the mindset going forward?
2023, bro, I don't set expectations. I don't set goals. Just like I tell my clients them. Setting goals can be good, it can be bad. In fitness, we have long-term goals, we have short-term goals. If you want to lose 100, if you are to lose 100 pounds, you know so you're not going to lose it by one go. That's a long-term goal. Keep that in mind. But short-term, we're going to narrow it down. Let's say, do everything accordingly, and by statistics, you might lose 8 to 10 pounds a month. And gradually speaking, you're consistent, you keep that going. You know, eventually, you can lose that 100 pounds within 9 to 10 months. But in the real world, bro, where it's not as easy as that. You can have obstacles, you can have this, anything can. Me can do the gym today, the gym shut down tomorrow, that set me back. So that set back the goals I have. So my goal in life, bro, is to always be consistent, just be great, not being distracted, and just focus on doing better than I did the year before. That's always been my goal, bro.
And to sum up, how did it feel to, after you do the purchase of the house, as you mentioned, the new Vigo? How did that felt? You know, what was some of the thought running through your head for a person who is going on the home ownership journey? And this channel will provide you a home ownership solution. We're realtors as well. How did you feel? How was that experience to say,
all right,
turning your own key?
Key importance, gym boss, preparation. I always tell people, I could have bought my first home from my third year working at the Express Fitness. I was making enough to do so. But it wasn't enough to qualify me for a home in a desired neighborhood that I wanted for myself.
Your standard.
My standard. And not just the standard, but my peace. Yeah, it all becomes, around standard. So I had to work more, harder, do the work, get the clientele's increase, and put myself in a position when I reached that level, I know that I could have done it and did it.
You're ready for strike.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's scary.
It's scary?
Yeah. You say home ownership, gym boss. Home ownership in Jamaica, you have to understand, it's like peer pressure. If you don't own a home, to most people,
Nothing not going for you.
nothing not going.
If you not drive, nothing not going for you.
drive, nothing not going.
That's the highest level of Jamaican mindset.
That's the
Owning
highest
a
level.
home and car.
Thank you. And for me, bro, it's far-fetched. You get what I say? So, like I say, it's very scary, but I knew that I had to do it because it's just me protecting my son's future.
Right. It's about it, yeah.
It's about my son. If it wasn't for my son, Jim, bro,
Yes,
Jim
well,
Boss,
yes.
right now, would have think about purchasing a home because,
Yeah.
bro, it's more expensive. Don't make nobody tell us.
Plus maintenance.
More expensive, bro. Way more expensive. It's very scary. But me as a man, I like dwell upon negativity. I'm very positive. I'm a fear. You get me? I say, for me alone, bro, I could have pay rent in the cheapest neighborhood right now for 50 grand. I'm good because of me alone. But I want a better environment for my son, and I want to make sure said the lifestyle where him grew up to now, him can maintain that.
Because you know that children learn more so by experience than what you tell them.
Thank you.
So when him see certain things, his future would be more prepared to have a winning mindset because you're already accustomed to win.
Precisely. Man, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I was living in a very, very good neighborhood. I'm not going to lie to you. What led me more to purchasing a home was a neighbor from a previous apartment I was renting. And that neighbor and I had an altercation because my son was in his home during the pandemic, playing his tablet with his friend. And the apartment built in a way where you're in your own unit, it echo. You get me? And that tenant, neighbor, him, it's like him disrespect me in front of my child and my girlfriend at the time, because him want make me know, say, yo, I rent me a pay, and this a fee him purchase,
The
and me
difference.
I make him uncomfortable.
Right. So even though you're the same unit, he's saying that you're paying rent while
Right.
he own the unit. So there's in his mind, he's like, him have more
Like him,
priority.
yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, Jim Boss,
Chip something.
you see, ego and me, me think of ego keep me going higher and higher.
You need
because
ego. And it
you
boils
need
back to
it.
something what you said, the way you position your life, you try to be respectable and go through life so that
Straight.
when somebody offend you, you know that more than like it's they're in the wrong because how you
Right.
operate. So what that did to you, though, that
It showed me that I never do enough.
you know,
Because if you take a disrespect like that, especially in front of your girlfriend and your son, and knowing that if you had answered back to that person
that would be right.
wrongfully or whatever, it probably would have go back to my landlord.
Just the
And-
thought of that.
Yeah, and knowing say you was a big man, me have to explain myself
Something to sit right.
to a landlord to say, yo, knowing that, you know, a situation like that, innocent situation like that, bro. Because that even say, I'm going to talk, I'm going to tell your landlord. I'm going to tell your landlord, say, baby. I say, no, Jim Brown.
I know you this.
I don't mean this. So I just shut me eye. I tell you, I could have do it long time. I just say, you know what?
You get that
F
extra
it.
push, yeah.
We just do it. When I go, better, safer, you know, more kids there. Especially, for example, where I was before, no kids were there. So my son was like isolated. So now a lot of kids there.
Because you believe in that. Children should grow up and play with it.
Precisely. So just that, bro.
So, guys, you can have negativity in your life, but it's how you use it. So, I mean, back in the days, we could use certain excuse about poverty. It will limit your option, but you can find other resources to overcome that. It's not going to be easy for everybody, but you have to tell yourself, do you want to be the one that complain, or you want to be the one that rise above it? And then in the future, someone else will have a podcast that will interview you or give you the opportunity to speak about yourself. You have the opportunity to talk about your family or things that inspire you to be where you are. So you just have to just look ahead. Life gonna happen, can't stop that. It's just how you position yourself. You have to be a winning mentality. All right. So praying before we close though, you would encourage person to come to the gym. Why? And how can they start? Because some persons just say they want to come to the gym, but they have all sort of excuse. What are some of the steps they can take in terms of preparing themselves to come to the gym? Christmas is coming, a lot of food's going to be eaten, and people going to come with the new year, new me mentality. What are some of the advice I can give them to start?
Jim Boss, me know you want to left so I tell you, say, you don't start me up, bro. If you start me up that podcast, and I got done.
Yeah, boy, go on, man. We can run it.
I got done. Bro, my clients, them love me, You know why them love me? Me real. Me real. Jim Boss, what is an investment? Define an investment for me.
Our investment is something that brings forth profit in the long run. So you put it in now, and you expect something profitable at some point in the future.
That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Because it's when you tell people that investment is a profit, what bring forth in long, we think people are going to think you're talking about. No, they're going to think about money.
Right, so money.
Yeah. So when a man hear about investment, he going to think about money. Putting money in a bank account, work hard. The more you invest, the more you get. And so he going to work, and not spend time.
No, and they might have a payoff.
For me, an investment is something that is valuable.
Yeah.
You are valuable.
Yeah.
You are an investment.
Right.
You get to me? I said this, I want to tell everybody. So, you see, until you realize, gym boss, that you are an investment, bro, you're not going to start that gym there. And that is what kept my clientele, because I keep reminding them. I go to my son's school, go do a talk. I tell the teacher them about them being an investment. You know what I'm going to do after that?
I sign up.
My son teacher going a coma.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to tell them, say, yo, if you are a teacher and you're not healthy and you can't perform at your best, no matter how much a principal love you, bro, they're going to find a replacement.
But I think most persons know that, They know that COVID showed them that, but it's just this is what they're used to.
No,
they go through
and that's
the
why
entire
it's
day.
our duty to remind them. People can tend to forget things easily, and that's why people needs a reminder. I remind my clients every day that you are valuable, you are important, you are an asset. If you want to be the best version of yourself, you need consistency. How are you going to be consistent? You have to stay alive. How are you going to stay alive? You have to take care of yourself.
See, that's simple.
You get to me? I say, bro, the longer you live, the better your chances are of reaching your maximum goal. Keep yourself alive. You have your care, you have to maintain it, you have to do everything, service it for it to give you optimum performance for as long as it can. If you're not service your care, you know after a period of time, it's going to start your problem.
Right. Before it should be a problem.
You get what I say? So my advice to you out there, know your worth. You are valuable, know your worth. You don't have a time? No. Everybody have time for something once it's important. Tell yourself you're important, you will find the time. You will find the time. The moment you do so, create a timetable. You got school, you got work, you got church, everything that is structured and functional in life, bro, they have a timetable. Why you don't have a timetable for your health? That's the problem. Set a timetable. You have work at 9 o'clock, okay, let's work out at 5 a.m. Sacrifice your 5 a.m. Oh no, I'm too tired, I'm going to be in bed. Sacrifice it, Liam.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the 2023 coming up, basically the simple message is that they should just gradually spend time investing on themselves. The message is not for you to join the gym, or to contact Supreme. It's about investing in yourself. So when you see yourself as a priority, you want the best result, then you'll know that you'll reach out to one of the best. You understand? And if you need fitness consultation, advice, nutritional meal plan, medical fitness plan, or stuff like that, you can contact Supreme Fitness. We also have our site available at fituniversity.org. You can get all the information you need how to start a fitness journey. Supreme, it was a pleasure having you here. We hope the viewers watching can learn something from this. It doesn't matter what you do. It's really about the mindset. And there's always more level upon more level. So give them a final message and then we'll just sign out.
All right. So Gym Boss, again, appreciate it. Thanks for providing the platform for myself and other trainers to come so people can know who we are personally and know what we are about. My final say to everybody, every viewers, make yourself a priority. Your health is your wealth. You follow me? And if you don't start by protecting the number one asset, which is yourself, there won't be any growth for your future. Think about your kids. Yes, you are creating and you are setting a financial platform for your kids. But don't you think it's fair enough that your kids get to see you at the final stage of whatever platform, whether they're graduating from high school, college, you name it. Don't you think it's fair for your kids to have you by their side every step of the way? You know what I mean?
Real
Make
message.
yourself a priority.
All right, there you have it, guys. Jimbo's Rebirth Podcast. See you on the next one.
All right, peeps. So it's Supreme here, health and wellness coach, advisor. You can reach me at my platform Supreme_Body Sculpting JA_ for all your health and wellness advice, tips, you name it. Workout, we give the best results possible. So you want a change? Link me. Big up yourself. Health is wealth.
Time protection.